Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Yeah. You have just stepped into the world of chaos. Where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
How long is the NBA practice around?
Oh, when I was in there, 2 hours. 2 hours, man. That's the big. Hey, that was the beauty of the NBA, man. You got 2 hours. You got the rest of your day to stuff. You guys are millionaires and all that. You go do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
But it could be a downfall. It could be a downfall when you got so much time. Let's talk about that.
A lot of people. You're right. It's cost a lot of people their career because not knowing what to do with all that free time, it could cost you. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, if practice started at 11, I was in the gym at 10 already in the sweat, working on my jump shot. Then by 10:30, I hit the weight room, and then I come back up right before practice every day. And then I stay late. I stay with a coach. So I might have been there for a good 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? You'd be amazed how many players they not.
Yep.
It's special ones is in there. Yao Ming used to be in there. He beat me in there.
Wow.
And that's why he's that good. He beat me in there. When I pull up, it might be one. He might be one, maybe two people in there working again.
That's crazy.
You know
Shaq said Yao Ming used to give him the business.
He was relentless with his work ethic, man.
Wow. So I want to talk about career defining moment, right? When you was with the Heat, it was March 26, 2004. You hit that game-winning three-pointer over Sean Bradley.
Oh yeah. That was a highlight moment, man. My career, one of the highlights of my career, man. I still remember that shot.
5 seconds. You can get up a shot at .3, right? That's the most, right?
No, we had more time on the clock. I made it and I left .5 on the clock.
Yes. Okay. Just there you go. Yep.
When I made it, the Mavericks only had .5 left to shoot the ball, and they got a good play. Nash, they threw they ran me around a loop, and Nash just barely he could have made that joint.
Wow. What was it like playing against Nash that night and then hit that big shot?
Those are the toughest players that's like to play against, man. A Nash, Chris Paul, guys that's gonna get so many screens every time down. They get 1, 2, 3 screens. They the toughest one because that's the focal point of their offense is to get him free to where he can either shoot or find the open man to make y'all collapse the defense to where he can find open man. They're the toughest one to play. The other guys, like your Iversons and those guys, they're gonna be tough to play regardless because they're getting the ball every time down. Only thing you want to do with them is try to make them get they average by taking tough shots or taking a high volume of shots. So if Iverson's gonna get 30, then he's gonna get his 30 by taking. I want him to get 30 points by taking 30 shots and 30 tough shots. I want to take away the layup. I want to take away the free throw game. So I don't want to put him on the free throw line by fouling, and I don't want to let him beat me with his quickness and getting in the paint and just living at the rim. I want him to take mid-range pull-up jumpers. If he beat me with mid-range pull-up jumpers all night long and three-point jumpers, salute, because he is a great player. So he's gonna get hit at some point. So, but I want him to be, if he get 30, it better be 9 for 30, 8 for 30, or you know what I mean, and like that.
Wow. So now it's 2009, and I'm sitting home, right? And I'm excited because you're like leading the Orlando Magic throughout the playoffs. And then they stop playing you.
Well, they didn't stop playing me. My minutes came down. I still started every game, but when I subbed out, I was subbed out for a long period of time.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you was carrying the load, right? And
well,
look,
from a lead point guard standpoint, you know, I wasn't the leading scorer because Dwight Howard.
No. You were just on the court. You made things happen. You facilitated things.
Yeah, definitely.
So my conspiracy theory, right? Because I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
Yep.
Is I think the NBA has a problem when New York City basketball players becoming the hero. You know, now, I'm not saying not giving us a chance, just becoming the hero.
You know, before I got an NBA, I heard a lot of that. I heard a lot that a lot of these people, they got a problem with New York City players, New York City guards, and I did hear a lot of that when I was coming into the league. What happened with me was it's more of a situation where that was their starting point guard. You know what I mean? So if he would have came back at full form and he was helping us, he would have went back in the starting rotation because that was their guard. You know, they didn't think he was gonna come back this year because they didn't think we was gonna make it that far. You know what I'm saying? So
no, you shook things up, and again, here's my conspiracy.
That's why they pulled the trigger on the trade to get me.
Here's my conspiracy theory comes in. Right?
That's why they traded to get me. So they traded to get me because the fear of him not coming back. So, you know, I played for Coach Van Gundy in 2004 in Miami. So I know his office, I know him, I'm familiar with his voice, I'm familiar with everything. And what happens is, you know, I'm really Coach's guy because I'm familiar with Coach. Coach familiar with me. You know, Coach know he can get on me. Coach know, you know, that goes a long way. But I wasn't the GM's guy. Jameer Nelson was the GM's guy. He also was the coach's guy. So, you know, and he's their star, and he was an all-star point guard. I mean, Jameer's good. What I would say when I look back at it is, I don't know if I would keep my minutes the same. Jameer could still play. If he's not helping us to be a starter, then let him get a backup role, like an ordinary backup would get. You know, 12 to 14 minutes, and your point guard should get at least somewhere 34, 36 minutes. Your starting point guard. You know, out of a 48-minute game. You know, you give your backup 14. Sometimes he got it going. Give him another 4 minutes to 18, maybe 18. He got it going out there. But you don't ever want to break up the rhythm of the team and that player.
Yeah.
And I know Coach, and I know if we look back and do it all again, he probably would do that over again. Because I know Coach, man. Coach, you know. But once he make it, one thing, like I said, once you make them decisions, you got to live with it. We live with it. We lost, and that's that. You know, till this day, we think about it. You know, I still call Rashard Lewis out the blue. I hit him on Instagram or something like, man, still wish we'd have won the championship, bro. and even they all speak about that. Man. They all speak about that. But it happens, man. You know, that's what about the NBA. You could be a player's guy, or you could be you could be a coach's guy, or you could be a GM's guy.
Yeah, I just think, you know, at that point, when you talk about winning the championship and redeeming themselves for what happened with Jordan and them, I figured they would have stuck it out, right? And I think, of course, if you become the hero, you're the winner and the starting point guard, then it's okay to bring more guys from New York and give them opportunities. And I'm not saying that they don't, because it happened to Rolando Blackman when they played Houston. And he was on the New York bench, buried. And John Stock shot the Knicks out of the game. And Pat Riley years later apologized.
Well,
another New York City guy.
He apologized for not giving them some minutes.
For not playing them in that game. Because we're talking about that game.
But at that time, I, remember I was young. I was a big Knicks fan. I was graduating. I was getting out of high school that year, '94. So trust me, it hurt me at that time because I'm a big Knicks. But at that time, it was the right thing to do to still have John Starks out there because of what he's done all the way up until that point for us. Rowe was at pretty much the tail end of his career. I don't think Rowe, and I love Rowe. I don't know if Rowe keeps up with the pace and everything of the Maxwell, Ellie, all those guys that they had because, he's at the tail end of his career. And Starks' legs is lively, Starks' defense. Remember, at that point, Rowe's defense, it wasn't Rowe's offense.